going on YouTube? This is Darklight Dreamer coming at you with another Q&A video, and guys, it has been a crazy couple of weeks. There's a lot to catch you guys up on. If you guys remember, last week on Wednesday was my birthday. I am now 31 years old. 31 years on this planet, guys. This is a long time to be alive. I don't feel 31 in a way. Internally, I still feel like a little kid or a teenager, but in a way, I do feel 31 because I have all the little aches and pains of being 31 years old. I have the sore muscles and the achy, creaky bones, especially because I work a very physical job overnight. I've been doing my job for the last, like, 11, 12 years, so it's definitely taken its toll on my body. Now, if you guys have not seen my birthday special that I posted up last Wednesday, my Drunk Binding of Isaac special, oh my god, I thought it was pretty hilarious. Especially, I got really drunk during that episode. Please check it out if you haven't watched it, guys. And watching that video while I'm sober was just, it was amusing, because I started the video off, very sober. I hadn't had anything to drink up to that point. And I just got progressively more and more drunk as the video went on. It was like an hour-long episode, just because that's how long the run was. Really, really good run, by the way. You might hear some thunder. It is storming outside right now. But yeah, really, really good run, so it was almost an hour long, and I just got progressively more and more drunk. I got so wasted throughout the video. So yeah, check that out if you haven't checked it out. I think you guys get a really big kick out of it. Also, that following Saturday, we went to dinner at a place called Asian City for my birthday dinner, and that was a lot of fun. The food was absolutely delicious, as it always is. I used to go to this place every year for my birthday, but we hadn't gone for the last, like, 4 or 5 years, I think. So I wanted to go and revisit those old days to go back to that place. That place's food is so good. I had sushi, some of the best sushi, like, that I can get around here is at Asian City. So, so good. And we went to eat hibachi, and the hibachi there is amazing. So I had steak and lobster. That was great. I had 20 of my best and closest friends there to celebrate my 31st birthday with me. I'm very, very fortunate to have those friends in my lives. These people have been through thick and thin with me over the years. I absolutely love each and every one of them as if they were my own family. So I am very thankful that they all showed up for my birthday. It was a great night just to be able to be in the presence of my friends on my birthday dinner. So if you guys are watching this and you guys showed up for my birthday party, thank you guys so much for being there. It means a whole lot to me. Also, one of them gave me this awesome birthday gift. If you guys don't recognize him, it's the Persona. He's a Nagi from Persona 4. It's the main character's primary persona, and it's just really cool looking. Check it out. Check it out. The only thing he's missing is that big old katana that he carries around. Slash Zio. Yeah. Anyway, that's enough of that. Anyway, so thank you very much, Kane, for that gift. I really, really appreciate it. Also, speaking of birthdays, Alonzo the Gamer's birthday was just 2 days after mine on the 24th, and I think we both celebrated that Saturday, so it was really awesome to be able to celebrate our birthdays on the exact same day. If you guys did not stop on his channel and tell him happy birthday last week, please do me a huge favor and stop by his channel and say happy belated birthday, or just comment on some of his videos. I know that he would really, really appreciate it. That guy is a really, really cool guy, and he cracks me up in his videos. He's really, really funny, and he's really good Let's Player, so give him some love. I would really, really appreciate it. Also, speaking of gifts, Rainbow Kiwibo drew me this awesome chibi Darklight Dreamer. It looks really, really cool and cute, and very, very accurate, I think, to me. So, I'm definitely going to be using this in the future. I want to incorporate this chibi into my channel art banner. Somehow, I want to get a banner made, like a legit banner made for my channel. That's something I still haven't done, but I'm going to be using it henceforth in a lot of different fashions. I might have him, like, down in a corner somewhere during some of my videos and such, so that'd be really, really cool. I really, really love it. Thank you so much, Rainbow Kiwibo. I really appreciate it. If you guys have not checked out Kiwibo's channel, she does doll repaints, and that's really cool. It's not something that a lot of people do, that I can find anyway. What she does is she buys these dolls, and she scraps the paint on it if necessary, and she completely repaints it and makes it into something else. She has different inspirations for all of her dolls. I know right now she's working on a Five Nights at Freddy's themed doll series, and so far the one she's shown us has looked really, really good. She's really good at what she does. And I know she has a couple of other projects planned for the near future, but I don't want to tell you guys what they are yet because I don't know if she's ready to reveal them yet. But please just follow her channel, subscribe to her, check her out. She's a really, really great person, and so is her fiance, Kujahira. So, also, if you guys noticed, tomorrow is April Fool's Day, and I know I did tell you guys that I want to do an April Fool's Day special for you guys, but unfortunately it looks like that's not going to be able to happen because I've had so many setbacks this past weekend trying to get these videos out for you guys that I'm just not going to have the time to record it. I'm actually recording this video just a couple days before Q&A Friday is released, and I like to record all my Q&A Friday episodes the weekend beforehand. So it's hard for me to find time to record in the middle of the week, unfortunately, just the way my schedule is set up. And what little time I'm finding is to record this for you guys. So I just have no time. I'm sorry. I really wanted to do so. If you guys still want to see a funny prank-style video, it's nothing that's going to hurt anybody. It's just a random funny video that's going to cause a lot of laughs. If you guys just want a random video like that, let me know down in the comments and I'll still do it. It just won't be on April Fool's Day. Also, starting next week on Wednesday, I am going to be putting Hyper Light Drifter aside, unfortunately. I really am enjoying playing that. It is a really difficult game, but I'm really enjoying playing it, and I want to finish it in the future at some point. But something that takes precedence, Persona 5 comes out next Tuesday, and I'm so excited to get my hands on it and to play it, and I want to be able to start a Let's Play on that as soon as possible once it releases. So, it drops on Tuesday night. I'm going to make a recording of it, and we're going to start that next play up next Wednesday. So that's going to be awesome. Really looking forward to that. Persona is a series that has really been close to my heart for several years. I loved Persona 3 and Persona 4, and as soon as they announced Persona 5, I was like, really looking for information, and whatever information I can get, and it looks like it's going to be really good. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. Also, if you guys have not seen me post about it on social media, Hurdles just released his newest song, and it's really awesome. It's called Starship Mobius, and it's like an upbeat, cosmic-sounding track. I think you guys are really going to like it. I'm going to leave a link down in the description below so you guys can check it out, show him some love. He doesn't come out with music all that often, so it's like a special treat. I don't know when his next song is coming out, but if you guys subscribe to him, you guys will know. Hit that bell, you'll get notified whenever his newest song comes out. Also, a good friend of mine and fellow YouTuber by the name of Kujahira is doing a giveaway on his channel for hitting that 200 subscriber milestone. We are also at almost 200 subscribers. We're only 2 away from 200, guys. So, if you guys have not checked Kujahira out, please do me a favor and do so, and you can find out what you can win and how you can win it. And one of the ways that you can get some extra entries is by playing the game Chubby Bunny and doing a video of yourself playing it. So what I'm going to do is, at the end of this Q&A, I'm going to do a recording of myself playing Chubby Bunny, or it's going to be at the end of this video. So if you guys want to see that, stick around till the end, and you'll get to see me shove a bunch of these marshmallows in face piece. Also, I still do have my Patreon. If you guys would like to support the channel and help me bring new content to the channel, help me get new equipment to make my videos look even better than they already are, better lighting and everything like that, I would really appreciate any support you can give me. Even $1 a month helps immensely. I would really appreciate it. At least do me a favor and check it out and look at it. That would really mean a lot to me if you would do that. So thank you guys very much. Alright, I think that's all of the things I have to catch you guys up on this week. I know it was a mouthful, guys. I'm sorry. It was a lot of stuff to talk about. And I know I have a lot of questions coming up, and that's what you're here for. I know you guys want to hear some of the answers I have to some of the questions that you guys asked me in the Q&A Friday video that I posted up last time. So let's get right into it. Forsen says, great vid, brah. Thank you very much, man. First of all, I really appreciate anytime you're able to drop in and watch one of my videos and drop a comment and everything. It really means a lot to me. I know that you don't have a lot of time to watch videos and everything, but whenever you're able to and you do so, I really appreciate it. He says, Q&As are a really fun way to get to know people more and connect with them also. Yeah, I totally agree with you, man. It's definitely one of my favorite things about YouTube is connecting with my viewers, and I think Q&As are a great way to do that. I get a lot of back and forth from you guys, and I just absolutely love it. I love being able to respond to your questions and just talk to you. I mean, this is just a sit and chill kind of thing, you know? I love it. He says, thank you for including my person in your video. I appreciate, bruh. It's awesome to know that someone enjoys your content and knows something about you. Absolutely, man. I definitely think that it's well-deserved. I absolutely love watching your content. You're absolutely hilarious. You make me laugh, like, every day. And I always hate whenever I fall behind in your videos, but I try always to catch up by the end of the week. So right now, I think I have about 3 of your videos that I need to watch. I'm probably going to watch those tomorrow. So I apologize that I fall behind sometimes. And he says, also my question for your next Q&A is, have you ever watched hentai? Now, I apologize if this ruins your image of me, of this innocent, saintly, Darklight dreamer. But yes, I have indeed watched hentai, and I indeed have my favorites. My favorite hentai, I think, definitely has to be Twin Angels, which is about a pair of twin sisters, Ai and Mai, and they're these shrine maidens, and it's their duty to fight against the satanic sex demons of hell. And they take up these, like, maiden forms with special demon-slaying weapons and everything. So they have to fight them using their purity and innocence. And it's naughty and funny and sexy at the same time. But anyway, I watched a couple of other good ones. I watched one at this place. I have a story to tell you guys here in just a minute. that includes some of my other favorites. But also, I play visual novels. Obviously, I did play some H games on Valentine's Day, including Honey Pop and Galgun Double Piece. And I also love the visual novels Canon, and Shuffle is absolutely my favorite one. Also, to an extent, Galaxy Angels. I don't know if you ever played Galaxy Angels, but that's a really, really good game, and it has some H elements to it. But definitely my favorite to date is Shuffle. I'm going to leave a link down below to a place you can download it if I can find it still. I don't know if they still have the link available, but you can download it for free last time I checked, and it's really awesome. And it has some really hot scenes in it. But anyway, so yeah, thank you very much for your question, Force, and I appreciate it. Richard, over at the channel Tattoo For You, says, excellent Q&A, Sexy. Thank you very much, gorgeous. He says, what are some pet peeves that you have? My biggest pet peeve, I definitely think, is closed-mindedness. I grew up in a small town called North Carolina, and it was full of very small-minded people, and if you were different in any way, they just shunned you. You had to be a conservative Christian, and you had to fall under the category of normal, or they basically just treated you like you were dirt. I just hate when people hate other people just for being different than them, for having a different religion, for thinking differently than they do, for being homosexual, for being, anything like that. I hate when people hate others just for being who they are. I just cannot stand closed-mindedness. It's my biggest pet peeve. When I talk about little pet peeves, things that just bother me, little silly things, definitely one of my biggest pet peeves is the use of extra letters in words that don't exist. Like, for instance, the one I hear the most that always bothers me is the word turret. Not a turret, turret. Whenever you hear in some game somebody says, I'm gonna go get on the turret, I'm just like, what is a turret? Are you about to get turret right now? I don't know. It's just one thing that always bothers me. There's several other words that I could think of that just aren't coming to me right now. But whenever somebody just adds an extra letter to a word that isn't there, for some reason it bothers me. He also says, and what is one thing that you think about often? Probably on a daily basis right now. I'm always thinking of what can I do to further improve my channel, to make better quality content for you guys. What are some new things that I can do, funny things that I can do? It's something I'm always thinking about, is how I can connect with you guys better and make better videos for you guys. So, yeah, I think that's definitely going to be one thing I think about often. Kujahira says, awesome vid dude and awesome answers. My next question is again FF related. Top 5 boss fights that you hated or kept failing at. Stay awesome. Okay, I'm going to start from the bottom. Number 5, I definitely think is from Final Fantasy X, Seymour Flux. It's whenever you fight him at the top of Mount Gagazet. If you guys have played Final Fantasy X, you probably know the boss fight I'm talking about because it was a huge pain in the ass. And it's like, it's hard for me to remember because I played Final Fantasy X so long ago, long time ago. But I do remember that I was really frustrated with this fight, and I remember that he would like turn your party members undead and like revive you and shit, and or like use cure spells on you, and it would hit you really hard, or just if he used raise on you, just die outrightly. And you had to keep on curing your undeadness if at all possible, and he'd use Reflect on himself and cast spells on himself to hit you so that you couldn't reflect it back onto him, and it was really tough from what I remember. I mean, it has been a long time. Number 4, I definitely think is Titan Extreme in Final Fantasy XIV. If you guys have not played Final Fantasy XIV, it's an MMORPG. You play with multiple people, you can form parties, and Titan Extreme is an 8-man party fight. But the thing is, the thing that I hate about the Titan fight is that he has mechanics that can instant kill you. It doesn't matter what level you are or how powerful your gear is, because you fight him on this platform. And he uses moves that knock you around. If he knocks you off this platform, you just fall to your death and you can't be revived mid-battle because your body is so far away from the battlefield. So any kind of instant death mechanic like that, I absolutely hate. And we struggle with that fight so much. We were trying to farm him to get these rare drop mounts, and we would die so often. And so we were just not good at Titan, apparently. We got him down to a science eventually, but it took us some doing. Number 3, Ruby Weapon from Final Fantasy VII. Especially when I fought him and beat him the initial time, I did not know that you could use Hades on him to make him weaker and slower and just easier all around, so I managed to beat him eventually without using Hades. And oh my god, I died so many times fighting him. It was such a grueling fight, because he gets to a point where he just uses Ultima every turn, just spams it on you, just trying to kill you. So he has so much health and he does so much damage. He gets rid of 2 of your party members right away. So basically I'm relying on like W casting Knights of the Round. So yeah, that was a pain in the butt. Number 2 on that list is Ozma from Final Fantasy IX, which I still to this day have not beaten. And it turns out if you do a side quest in the game, it makes the Ozma fight way easier, because he makes you absorb dark attacks from that fight. Whenever you complete that side quest, it makes you absorb dark attacks from that fight instead of taking his damage. And all his biggest attacks are dark based. So if I would have known that, I would have done these side quests and it would have made the Ozma fight much easier. But I was trying to fight him as is, and I would die from Apocalypse. I think that was what it was called. Yeah, Apocalypse was the like 9,999 damage to everything on the field, including himself. But it wouldn't matter because I'd be dead. So yeah, that was grueling. And I have to say, the number 1 hardest, most pain in the ass boss fight that I've had to fight so far in the Final Fantasy series is Nail Deus Darnus from Final Fantasy XIV. My guild has had so much trouble killing him. Obviously we've killed him a few times, but it always took a lot of doing, especially in that final phase. I'm gonna point you guys to a video in the description down below so you can see all the strategy required to beat him, and even watching the video looks way easier than it actually is, because at the very end you have to worry about like placement and like he summons up these dragons that dash across the battlefield while you're dealing with 50 other mechanics, and like they just cleave you to death going across the battlefield. They cover up so much ground. It's grueling. Sabijin over at Sabijin Games says, I'm looking forward to the April Fool's video. Sorry, man, I really am. If you want me to do that video still, I will. Just let me know down in the comments. He says, I have an idea for my channel as well. I'm definitely looking forward to that. He says, great answers as always. Really appreciate it, man. I'm just really glad that you take the time to stop in and watch these. I know that your time is really limited, so I really appreciate it. He says, my question this time around is, do you have any hidden talents? I actually do. I don't know if they're so hidden, but for one, I really love to sing. I've been told that my singing voice is really good. I was in choir for a couple of years. I really enjoy it. At work, constantly, like throughout the entire night, I'm singing both to keep myself awake and to keep me from internalizing, because I do suffer from depression and anxiety, and singing at work helps me, since basically I'm doing a mindless task. It keeps me from going down into myself and starting a downward spiral of chain reaction of thoughts. So I do sing a lot at work, and I love karaoke and stuff like that. I've been told I'm a pretty good singer. I also really love to act. I was in theater for a couple of years in high school. I wish I would have stuck with it in my senior year, but I really loved it. I was in Cyrano de Bergerac and a couple of other plays. I did little skits on stage, so it was a lot of fun. I thought I was pretty good at it, and I was told I was pretty good at it, so you might be able to consider that one of my hidden talents. Me and my brother also are both really big into writing. We both have big imaginations, and we're pretty good at the English language, so we're able to write, pretty decently, I think. I'll put some links down in the description below to some of my samples if you guys are interested in reading some of that, if you guys like reading other people's work. So yeah, I think those would be pretty much what my hidden talents would be. So thank you very much for your question. Rainbow Kiwibo says, awesome Q&A as always. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. She says, LARPing is something I've always been interesting to me. That has always been interesting to me. I got you. So here's my next question. 1, how long did it take you to grow out your hair? It was about 3 years now. I mean, I've always had long hair ever since my mom and my donor got divorced. I kind of rebelled because he always made me cut my hair really short, like military cut, and I had these thick Coke bottle frame glasses, and I was chubbier, and it just looked like a big old dork. So ever since my mom and my donor divorced, I've been growing out my hair, and I've had long hair ever since. About 3 years ago, I tried to get a job as a security officer, and in order to interview for the job, I had to cut off all my hair in a very professional, short, almost military cut. So it was short 3 years ago, so I had to regrow it out once I didn't get the job, unfortunately. But yeah, so I always try to keep my hair long as much as I possibly can, and it's been about 3 years since I cut it. So she also asks, what's my favorite color? I actually have two favorite colors. My favorite colors are dark blue, almost like a midnight blue, and dark royal purples, because I feel like purple is like the color of magic. I really love the combination of the two as well, so that's why my Eldar army is purple also. She ends by saying, stay awesome, bro. Thank you very much, and thank you very much for your question. Idic Beer 40K says, good stuff, mate. The Patreon page looks good. Best of luck with it. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you taking a look at it for me. He says, if you could star in one movie, which one would it be and what character would you play? Oh my god, that's a difficult one. It's difficult for me to picture me as existing movie characters, but I think if I just chose the character that I would want to play as, I think if they made a Howl's Moving Castle live action movie, I would love to be able to play the part of Howl. I don't know if I would be able to, once I shaved off the beard piece and everything, would be able to pull off Howl, but it's something I would really enjoy playing as, just because I love the idea of being able to play a mage, and I just really do. Anyway, thank you very much for your question. I really, really appreciate it. James asks, what in particular about the Persona series means so much to me? There's actually a lot of things that really touch my heart piece as far as the Persona series goes. I think the biggest, most important thing, though, is that it's the idea that it's not just your own sheer power that matters in the Persona series, it's the power that you gain through friendships. And that's one thing that I think is a big theme of my life, is that I feel like I draw so much strength from my friends and loved ones. So in Persona, you have to split your time between grinding out your own strength in dungeons and forming bonds with others so you can draw your spiritual strength through your bonds with them. So I love that idea, that concept of having to spend your time with them. I love the sim aspect of Persona 5, or the Persona series in general. Also, I love that it focuses a lot on your inner self and your inner power, being able to draw out an embodiment of the person that you truly are on the inside. I just think that's a concept that really touches me. And of course, it always has great music, a great story, and those classic RPG elements that I just love. You can, do some grinding in that. So it's just a series that has always really appealed to me. It's something special, in my opinion. I think I almost dare say that I love the Persona series a little bit more than the Final Fantasy series, in my opinion. So Wolf Brother Mythos from the channel Frost and Fist had two questions that he asked in his Wolf Brother Wednesday episode the week before last. Actually, the one he asked last week I already actually answered, which is what are some of my hidden talents. But the ones that he posted up the week before last was, what's the most offensive thing I've seen in my hobby? And of course, to me, I'm going to translate that into my hobby as a Let's Player. And I think the most offensive thing that I've seen as a Let's Player is, I'm actually in a few different Let's Play groups. And there was one person in particular, this guy was a moderator of one of these groups, and he sent in a reply to somebody that he thinks it's arrogant to interact with your fans like that, to respond to their comments and stuff like that. And it blew my mind. I just could not agree with that. Because I think one of the most offensive things you can do as a Let's Player is to take your viewers for granted and to alienate them, because I think that that's one of the fastest ways for your channel to die. It's because of your viewers that you're able to do what you do successful. I mean, not only do I think it's the most important thing in the hobby, but I also think it's the thing about the hobby that I enjoy the most is connecting with you guys. So, I don't know, it just really irked me to see that he said that it was arrogant for some reason. I think it's the exact opposite. I think that it's arrogant to think that on your merit alone, people are just going to keep on coming to you and watching your videos and commenting on your stuff just because you're the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know. It just bothered me to read that. But anyway, on the other hand, he says, what's the most generous or kind thing I've seen in my hobby? And I definitely think that one of the most generous thing I've seen a Let's Player do is, it's something I see Markiplier do all the time. He uses his powers for good, so to speak, and he does these Let's Play live streams for charity. I think at one point he did a charity live stream for suicide awareness, and he raised over $1 million and donated it all to the cause. And he does this constantly, and he's always trying to connect with his fans and bring them hope and happiness to their lives. So I definitely think that's probably the most generous or kind thing I've seen people do in my hobby. Alright, I think that's all the questions that you guys had for me this week. If you guys have any more questions, please do not hesitate to drop those questions down in the comment section below, and I'll get to answering those questions in the next Q&A Friday video. Now, for the main event of the video, as a part of Kuja Hyra's 200 subscriber giveaway, I'm going to do the Chubby Bunny challenge to see how many of these bitches I can fit in my mouth. So hold on just a second. All right, we are ready. Lily Nightfall's over there to make sure that I don't choke on these marshmallows, because I might die. So let's see. We're gonna try to do one first. Chubby Bunny. Chubby Bunny. Chubby Bunny. Chubby Bunny. Chubby Bunny. Chubby Bunny.
Nothing left to be found. A mirror right in front of me. That's where I found empty glass. Reflecting that's a truth. Still it was the to be told.
Alright guys, I'm pretty sure that 7 is my limit. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button down below. It really and truly means a lot more than you guys know. Do me a favor, drop some comments too, even if they're not questions. I just love hearing from you guys. I just love chatting with you guys. It really and truly makes my day. And if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, you guys know that I would love to have you guys as a member of the Darklight family. And we'll continue this YouTube journey together again very soon. And until then, may your dreams light your darkest hour. And I'll see you next time.